Hello everybody, this is Brandon with ExpeditiousFool.com, putting mindfulness in motion, here with the Lightworkers card pull, and we're going to jump right into it today. We've got the Four of Cups. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot, so this Four of Cups is a little bit different than the standard Rider-Waite-Smith. So this one represents greed and discontentment, right? Now this is a situation where from the outside, looking in, someone would see that you particularly, you have a lot of things going for you. You have, whether it's in business, in house, in spirituality, and anything like that, you have a lot going for you. So people from the outside looking in, it looks really, really great. Now, the problem with this card is inside, when you're in this situation, you feel discontented, right? Now, sometimes that can be validated, and, obviously it's a situation you need to move from. Absolutely, 100%. Other times, it can be a situation where you're taking things for granted. You're not giving enough appreciation or credit to the good things in your life. That's one of the reasons why each and every day I start with gratitude exercises, along with my yoga and everything. It's just as important as meditation. It's just as important as, keeping our bodies moving, so we're removing the resistances and not holding on to things in our nervous system. It's equally as important. Gratitude is that important, right? And when we're not expressing that gratitude, that's when we get the negative sides of life, or the negative sides of people, right? If you're in a relationship, you're not showing appreciation, attention, etc., that person is eventually going to separate from you, right? That's going to happen. If you're if you're at a job, something like that, every day, sometimes you come in, sometimes you don't. When you're there, you don't really care. You're not going to be, or you shouldn't be, that surprised if you then lose said job, right? You're trying to do a business, whatever it is. There's an infinite number of things that situations you could be in that you can take for granted in the situation, right? And then looking backwards, maybe you should have shown some more appreciation. Maybe you could have been more mindful during that, more aware of the greatness that was there, right? And sometimes it can be shadowed and things like that, and you gotta try and pull through and look at those things and really decide what it is you want. So whether it's greed or discontentment, that's completely up to you, as far as your individual situation, because those can go two different ways, right? The discontentment with this card, could be you're in a situation that looks good to other people, but doesn't feel good to you. And that's completely okay, and that's completely healthy as well. Those are the situations where it urges you and then you can move from. On the flip side of it is, it could be a situation also where you're being a little bit too taking things for granted. I'll put it that way. That's the best way. I would say too greedy, but sometimes it's just taking things for granted, not seeing it for what it is, right? Not seeing the good, not appreciating the good, not calling out the good, not showing attention to the good. That's more along the lines of it, showing attention to the good. Because where our focus goes, energy grows, right? So if we're focusing on a problem, the problem will grow. If we're focusing on, working hard in a situation like at a job, versus tapping out, that situation can grow for us. If we focus on working hard on a relationship, that situation can grow. But if we focus hard on the discontentment, if we focus hard on, all of the negatives instead of looking at any of the positives, we're going to be stuck in a negative situation. That's how that works, right? All right, everybody. I hope this message spoke to some of you today. I hope it's a good advice for shadow work. That's kind of what this card basically told me. It's like, oh, we're doing some shadow work as a collective. Yeah. So get excited. It's a fun day. Thank you, everybody, for watching each and every day. Go ahead and if you want to schedule a session with me, DM me. We'll get you scheduled in for tarot, breathwork, meditation, yoga, anything like that. Also, if you're in the local area, make sure to check us out 9:30 every single weekday morning at Grove Park, the Mindful Mornings. It is a great time, y'all. Come stop by. If not, or if you're not local, you can check us out on IG Live each and every day. And tomorrow is Wednesday Satsang. So if any of y'all have questions, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be on live. Answering spiritual questions, life questions, anything like that, any questions about any of my posts, videos, anything that like you're like, oh, he said this, but what's he mean by that? Anything like that, go ahead and give it to me. That'll be tomorrow at 11 at the Satsang right after Mindful Mornings. All right, everybody, have a great day on purpose.